Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Hey, mama. If you are a mom and are tired of the wash, rinse, repeat burnout cycle of motherhood, this podcast is for you. If you feel lonely and isolated in your motherhood journey, this podcast is for you. If you feel like you have completely lost your identity since your babies were born, this podcast is for you. If you feel like every other mom has it together except for you, this podcast is for you. My name is Amanda, and I'm a life coach dedicated to teaching every mom the tools she needs to liberate herself off the back burner. I am living proof that a woman can be present and loving to her kids while also being a whole ass person outside of being that kid's mom. The secret? Learning when to say fuck it. You guys, my oldest, Aowen, is 12 and in 6th grade and going to her very first school dance tonight. I'm not ready. I am not ready. I'm not ready. I'm still trying to accept the fact that she's in junior high. That thought hasn't fully sunk in. It's not a thought. It's a fact. It's a circumstance. Ah! How am I old enough to have a 12-year-old? I don't know how this has happened. And I don't know. I want to stop her right now before she becomes a full-fledged teenager. But I can't. It's happening. Regardless of my approval or not, it's happening. She's going tonight. And it's a Valentine Day dance, but they're calling it Valentine. Bring your best pal. Oh, schools, you're so cheesy. You try, though. You try so hard. And you take my children every day, so thank you. But when Aowen was talking to me about this dance, there was no question in her mind who she was going to go with. Her all-female crew of best friends. Avi. Do your kids say that to you? My kids are always with this. Avi. Oh, that's so sus. Ew, mom. That's cringe. Stop, mom. You're so cringe. What you did to my vagina is cringe. Where do these words come from? Anyways, I took Aowen and all of her friends to Target last weekend to go shopping for what they were going to wear. And all of her friends ended up choosing dresses. And Aowen did try one dress on. I think it was just because all of her friends were kind of kept pushing the dress idea. But she ultimately landed on these bohemian style pants and crop top situation that is totally Aowen. I was not surprised at all by her selection because my child hates dresses. She just does. She hasn't worn a dress of her own accord since she was 3, I think. Yeah. She's just not that girl, and she hates jeans. And it's because Aowen's style is comfort based and practicality based. She is a dancer. If she cannot at any given moment go full out dance, practice her routines or drop into the splits or whatever weird thing she's doing with her body, if she's wearing something that's going to prohibit her from doing that, she wants nothing to do with it. Absolutely zero tolerance, because dance is her priority. Always 100%. That's her priority. That's who she is. And she's fine with it. 100% fine with it. And all of her friends, I never hear any stories of, little bitch fights, cat fights, any jealousy or insecurity issues. I once asked Aowen when I took her shopping for her birthday as a mommy-daughter date, and I was just automatically going to go to Kohl's because we just kind of always land at Kohl's. And I realized, I was oh, wait, is there a store that you wanted to try? Is there a particular store that all your friends are shopping at that you have always wanted to go to or whatever? And she looked at me really confused. She was just my friends and I don't talk about clothes. I like Kohl's. It's fine. They are a group of 6th grade girls who just are fine being themselves. You know, they're not all about clothes and boys, and they don't give a shit about that stuff. And I love it. I absolutely love it, because this is such a crazy different experience than my junior high experience. I was your typical boy crazy girl who was never on any boy's radar because I was way too quiet and way too insecure. And plus we're all way too young. Like, I look at my kid and I remember, you know, pining over not having a boyfriend and all this stuff, all this stupid shit that would go through my head at her age. And I was like, the fuck? We were way too young for that. Why didn't I just enjoy my life instead? So I'm so glad that Éowyn has this confidence in who she is. Like, she knows herself and she's just like, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm good right here, what I'm doing with my life. I love it so much. I'm so, so grateful that she has that quiet, content confidence. She doesn't need to be all loud and in the center of attention all the time and getting everyone's validation all the time in order to feel okay. Like, she knows who she is, and she actually would prefer to just be in the corner by herself with a book or her phone or like one friend. And she's fine. Like, she's not being a wallflower who's like self-conscious about being a wallflower. She's just like, I just want to be here because over there's 2 people-y. And then she's just goes on with her life. She's just cozy, and I love her for it. It made me think, what if we all chose to just be okay on our own this Valentine's Day, and every day for that matter? What if we didn't allow it to be a measure of if we were worthy of being loved or not? What if we chose to say, fuck it, to societal standards and go to the dance with our best friends and not care, wearing what makes us feel great instead of what is expected for us to wear, like a dress. And we just move our bodies to the beat of our own joy instead of hiding our bodies in shame. What if we stopped putting such an emphasis on romantic love and really allowed ourselves to see all the love we already have in our lives? Our culture puts romantic love on a really high pedestal. I mean, I love a Hallmark movie just as much as the next mom. Truly, I do. I fucking love Hallmark. But it's like, really? Like, can you take a step back and really think, why? Like, why do we do this? When we say all you need is love, what we're internalizing is all we need is romantic love. And if we don't have that, then we have nothing. So if we aren't picked, then we aren't worthy of love. Girls should stand against the wall and wait for a boy to come and ask her to dance. And if no one asks you, then there's something wrong with you. You don't fit in. You don't look good enough. You're not acting in the right way. And as adults, we prioritize finding our one true love above all other achievements, because there's no way to have a happy life without the one true love. So yeah, focus on your career for a bit, but if you're single, it doesn't matter if you're a boss bitch. It's a very strong emphasis on that one part, right? We only have one person who is the creme de la creme for us, so don't fuck it up. But what if love is equal? All love is just love. What if we viewed the love that we have for our kids the same way that we view the love we have for our partner, or the love we have for our friends or extended family members? And also, why is there shame tied to loving someone romantically who does not love you back? The fundamentals of thought work are that thoughts are sentences in your brain, and feelings are sensations in your body, and that our thoughts create those sensations, those feelings in our bodies, which means no one can make you feel love. Only you can make you feel love. It's not the responsibility of the people in your life to ensure that you feel love, because they can't create your feelings for you. Your thoughts create your feelings for you. So let's go back to the example of loving someone who doesn't love you back. We all have experienced situations where either we loved someone, but they didn't feel the same way, or we had a friend in our lives who loved us more than a friend. And there have been countless book and movie characters about this, right? Like the nerdy boy who's in love with the cool girl. If it was other people's responsibility to make sure that we feel loved, then the scenario of the nerdy boy hopelessly in love with the cool girl who does not love him back wouldn't exist. If it's true that other people can make us feel emotions, any emotion, then it would be impossible for the cool girl to not feel love when the nerdy boy has his grand proclamation of love to her, right? But the truth is, we can't feel other people's feelings. So it doesn't matter if someone is madly in love with us. The only thing that will make us love them back are our thoughts about that person. The cool girl has neutral thoughts at best, and she might even have some not neutral, some negative thoughts about the nerdy boy. So she doesn't feel love when she thinks about him. This is why we don't feel love towards our children all the time. Be honest with me. Please don't give me any shit. I love my kids all the time. You choose to love your kids all the time. Kids are humans, and humans are sometimes assholes. Kids are not exempt from this just because they are tiny humans. They can also be tiny assholes. When my kids are being tiny assholes, I do not feel love for them in those moments. But I still choose to love them because I choose to not let those asshole moments define them as whole people. I choose to keep my thoughts that my kids are fucking amazing humans. And those thoughts of them being fucking amazing humans keep my feeling of love for them in me. My thoughts of them. Not understanding that we are actually responsible for creating love for ourselves is why 50% of marriages end in divorce. In the beginning of the marriage, you think your partner is the best. He's just the best, guys. And so you feel love for them, but then life happens. You both change, and then your thoughts change about them because they never take the trash out and they don't wash the dishes right and they barely look at you anymore. And those thoughts, those negative thoughts, do not create a feeling of love for them. It's usually a feeling of frustration and spitefulness. Hence, why the biggest marital advice is you have to make the choice to love them every day, regardless if you feel it or not. You have to create the thought of love for them. You can't just wait for the feeling to happen to you. This is also why people have different love languages. We all experience love inside our bodies, and then we express that experience in different ways. So if your partner experiences it and then expresses it in a different way than you experience and express it, you guys aren't speaking the same language, and you're totally misunderstanding what the other person's motivations are, right? So if you think that your partner is responsible for making you feel the sensation of love, and they speak a different love language than you, and you don't communicate what your expectations are, and they don't communicate what their expectations are to you, then we take our not feeling in love anymore to mean that the relationship is over. Now, I'm not here to divorce shame. I'm divorced myself. And I personally don't subscribe anymore to the idea of there only being one person out there for me, or even to the idea that I need to be partnered at all. I'm actually really enjoying being single right now. So please don't misunderstand what I'm trying to say. If you want to complete the relationship you're in, do it. You're the only one who knows what's right for you. But if you're on the fence, just know that the goal of any long-term relationship and partnership is not for them to create love for you to feel. So if you don't feel love for your partner, but you want to, you still can. So if love is a sensation in our bodies that we create for only ourselves to feel, then why would we sit around and wait for some Prince Charming to prance along into our lives for us to feel it? Why does romantic love have to be the pinnacle love? Why can't all love, romantic, friendship, parental, whatever, just be love? Why can't we love whomever we want, regardless if they feel the same way about us? Love is a feeling for you to feel all on your own. Think about that. It feels so good to love, right? Love feels so, so, so good inside our bodies. I love experiencing love. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the love that I'm creating for myself, the love that I'm experiencing is because of thoughts about my kids, or if it's thoughts about someone I'm romantically interested in. The feeling of love is the same. So I challenge you to be your own damn Valentine this and every year. Treat yourself instead of waiting around for your partner to read your mind and give you exactly what you want. Think of love like a party that you're throwing for yourself. You've got a spread of all your favorite foods, a bar stocked with all your favorite drinks, and all your favorite songs blasting. As you're in there vibing by yourself, having the time of your life, people hear the music and they smell the amazing food and say, I gotta check this out. Anyone who comes in is welcome to join the party, but if they start acting like an asshole, you have no drama about showing them the door, because you already had a perfect party going on by yourself. People can either add to it and elevate it, or they can fuck off. You never take the asshole's behavior as disrespect or get worked up about it because you don't look to other people to validate you. The assholes clearly have a problem that has nothing to do with you because your party's popping. I don't know what their problem is. When we love ourselves, we stop waiting around for someone else to start the party. You don't have to wait to have a partner in your life to start this party. And the party doesn't have to end if someone decides to leave. When we love ourselves, it doesn't push people away. It inspires everyone around us to join in on the party. When we understand that our love is for us, it creates abundance within us, giving us the freedom to love others as much as we want, because we understand that we don't have to get their love in return in order to make our love okay. We understand that they don't have to perform a certain way in order to earn our love. We can choose to love them just because we want to, or choose not to love them because we don't want to. Either way, the choice is ours. And the best part? Our kids will watch us as we model true love, and then they'll refuse to accept anything less when they're out there on the world on their own. Fuck the fairy tale. Stop waiting for someone to love you and just love your damn self. Are you living your best, wild one life? You're not? Why the fuck not? What are you waiting for? The time to live is now, mama. Click the link in my show notes to set up your free 30-minute coaching and consultation so you can experience how life coaching can change your life. You've put yourself off long enough. It's time to pour into you. Join the community of Fuck It Moms by following me on Instagram and Facebook at Fuck It Mothering. That's fuck without the U. So FCK It Mothering. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so you never miss your weekly encouragement. And please rate, review, comment, and share. All of these things help with the algorithms, so that way when other overwhelmed moms are looking for encouragement, they can find me. Every month, I give away one of my favorite books to a lucky winner. All you have to do to enter is write a review or tag me in social media when you share an episode. See you next Sunday, gorgeous.